Hi everyone, this is Pramita here. This is going to be a flip through of my March journal. I am not sure how much I'll be able to cover, but I'll do my best so that I don't drag this month's flip through into four parts like I had done in the month of Feb. So let's see, without wasting much time on discussing how I put this journal together. Let me do the flip through. This is a cover. I have used, I think this is a pattern paper from Graphic 45. Yeah, so this is a pattern paper from Graphic 45 and I have just layered some stuff out here as usual. And this is a journaling card from Mambi. But the funny thing was this paper had fallen short at the back, so I had to use a paper to back it up. I used a bit of Tim Holtz paper that I had in my stash. It was a scrap piece, so yeah. So this is how I have put together my March journal. I tried to do a few things differently this month. Firstly, I did not make any pocket out here because I found that I began stuffing them so much that they did more damage than good. So that was one thing I skipped, and I am pretty happy with it. Uh, this journal had become so thick that it was coming apart from the stitching itself, so I had to reinforce that with clear packing tape, and I have covered that with a small washi portion that Sylvia had sent me, my friend who lives in France. And I think this color goes pretty well with the colors I've used, so I decided to stick with this. So um, now, without further ado, this is a scrap that I had in my stash. Now, if you have ever bought Webster's Pages traveler's notebook or ring bound planners, you will know that they come with this clear vellum piece which has which has this gold scripted words which says welcome Webster's Pages, and then there is a big hello out over here. That hello portion had been chopped off by me previously, and I had used that in a different journal of mine. But I had this piece in my stash and I wanted to use this, so I thought let me use this at the beginning of the journal. And yeah, I had used so much glue because I wanted to fix this part also. Just see what a mess I had made. Yeah, so it stuck to the journaling card. Yeah, we are humans, we do make mistakes. I had told previously in my February journal flip through, we make a ton of mistakes when we make these journals. You can do two things. Either you can do some damage control and repair it, or you have to live with it. Now, this was beyond control, so I have to live with that. So, this is a journaling card from Mambi. Don't let yesterday take up too much of today. Okay, so don't look back. You should always look forward. So, in my journal this time, I have used papers and pages of various sizes and shapes, maybe, that you'll see later on. And I try to make it a bit more interesting because I am a person who gets bored very easily. So I have to constantly improvise, I have to constantly add new things to my journals to make it more interesting so that I have that passion or that urge to go back to it every day to create something new. Okay, so yeah, I'm weird in that way. So this is a journaling card. As I had said previously, I have journaled on this side, the back of this, and this journaling for the first day of March, I've continued on this page also. Now, this is a stamp that I have, I think, from We Are Memory Keepers. It was a super cheap stamp. I wanted to use it, so I just did this. And on that day, I received a happy mail also. I'm not sure who sent me there. Okay, I received some happy mail, and it was a pretty tiring day. And then we come to the next day, that is Thursday. Thursday was March 2nd, and it was a pretty hot day, so I had stuck this, but there was no rain. And this is a book ephemera piece that I had, which my friend Terry had sent me. I thought this went very well with these colors, so I just added this as an added interest, and I literally journaled on top of that. And once again, this is a washi that Terry had sealed her packages with. I had snipped this part, and I used this because I like this hello, and I've journaled on this side also. This is a Cocoa Daisy washi tape, and I have fixed this like this. The tip-in goes like this. So, and this was a card I received in Happy Mail. I don't remember who sent me this. I'm sorry. I'm extremely sorry. So, yeah. And on this day, oh God, why isn't my camera focusing? Okay, so on this day, I just layered some stuff up, and this was a very pleasant surprise. This on this day, I received a happy mail from a cute girl, Dhumal Poo. She is in our journaling group, and I was completely taken aback because I have never interacted with this tiny girl. Yeah, she's tiny to me because I'm pretty old. And she had just sent me a small envelope full of stickers and a small hand note. I was really so touched. Dhumal, I'm going to send you something, and I'm preparing some mails for my second installment because the first is done, and I was not well for a while. So for the second set of happy mails, you were on the top of my list. So, and it was a very productive day. So I had made a washi sticker out of it. Now, I think you must have seen ton of videos on this, but this is actually just putting washi tape on a strip of paper and then cutting it out. So I just made it into a sticker sort of thing. I wrote on top of it, and I've just stuck some washi tape just to give it a rustic sort of look. I don't know how successful I am, but anyways. So, and this day I had journaled this way also. I've drawn a small, page sort of from the spiral notebook just to denote some stuff over here. And yeah, that's it. Now, this was, I think, a Saturday. Yeah. So this was a Saturday, and I had placed some orders on Amazon, and they started arriving. I received my watercolor pan set from Dalerani, but I'm sorry to say I'm so disappointed in this color. I might give it away. I'm planning to do a giveaway on the Facebook group. I have not used this color set, but I've just ripped the what do you call the cover of it, and I really want to give it to someone who will enjoy it. I don't think I'll be able to do justice to it, so we'll see how this goes, because I'm not planning to use this. So, and once again, I've just used some words that denotes the stuff that I've been doing the whole day, like painting florals. I was feeling too tired, and that was the beginning of my illness. I have a lung problem which causes me to feel very tired. I don't want to go into the details because this is a happy journal. I don't want to do any unhappy stuff out here. So anyways, so this is once again, I've just fussy cut out stuff. I've used some random stuff, and I've just layered them up. How easy is that? So okay, so this is a page from a 6 by 6 piece of paper, and I had already cut out a small portion from that. So when I was stitching this journal, I had put in some pages of irregular sizes, just to make it a bit more interesting. And I added a small journaling card. This is from Coco Daisy. And yeah, because Sunday nothing much was happening, so I thought this will do the needful. I don't need to write too much, and I was not feeling well also. So this is the journaling card, and I have done the journaling out here. This is a domino piece. It was an ephemera from, I think, Kaisercraft. I've just folded it and used it as a tab sort of thing. And this is just stamped out this word. And on this day, I received some of the items that I had ordered on Amazon, and it arrived on a Sunday. And I wrote on that at the back of this. This is actually a brush set that I bought, and I used it as a tip-in. So what I did was I used the back of it to journal, and I wrote, "Journal your heart out." This is the best thing that has happened to many of us, and we have formed such lucky friendships out here. And this is for Piyu. Piyu, she loves butterflies, and I thought this is the best tribute that I can give it to her. So this was her brainchild, and Piyu, you have been a great mother to all of us. I really am thankful that you had taken the guts to form this. It takes a lot of courage, and you don't lack that. I'm sure many of us will agree to that. So, and on this portion, now this was the pattern paper, 6 by 6 pattern paper, which I had already, I was left with this L sort of inverted L sort of structure. I have journaled at the back, and this is a fussy cutout flower from a pattern paper once again. When I buy pattern papers, I always look for areas which I can fussy cut. Isn't it queer? I don't know if anybody else does this, but I always do that. So, and on this side, what I did was, this is a fold out page, and this was Sunday. Yeah, so this was Sunday, and this was a Monday, and this was Tuesday. So Tuesday, what I did was I just journaled on this piece. Yeah, and I did a bunch of watercolors. This is a portion from Coco Daisy notepad. Now this notepad had come in our monthly kits for the month of July, I think. And what I do is, when I use any of the notepads, I always, after using up the portion which is designated for writing, what I do is, there is always a picture or a painting or anything of that sort which can be used in the form of an ephemera. I always cut that portion out and keep it, so that I can use it later on in my journal. So that's what I did here. I had used up the the blank portion, and I kept this portion to be used in this journal as an ephemera. Okay, so this was once again a journaling card from Coco Daisy, and I have just punched this out, and this had this word grateful written in it, and I had just written 7 things that I'm grateful about on this day. And yeah, let's do a flip through till here, and I'll be back with my next flip through. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this kind, then please subscribe to my channel. Bye girls, see you later.